today I want to give you the simplest and quickest upgrade you can do to your website to improve your business's SEO performance. It's something that you can create in 2 minutes and publish in 2 minutes, and within 5 minutes, you're going to see almost instant results over the next days and weeks. And that thing is something called Schema Markup. It's a type of structured data. And in this case, we're going to be talking about local business schema, which is a bit of code we can add to your website that is basically like handing your business card to Google, search engines, AI, and other pieces of technology so they know what you do, where you do it, and all the little other bits of information about your business, whether it's your logo, your address, your business prices, your opening hours, all that sort of stuff. So instead of it sort of guessing, it knows exactly who you are, what you do. Plus, it allows you to sort of control a little bit how you show in search results. It allows search engines to pull this data out and show it in rich search results on the Google, on Bing, all those sorts of things, and in AI. And thirdly, a lot of your competitors won't be using this stuff because it's just like a tiny bit technical and it requires a tiny bit of coding knowledge. But now we're going to use ChatGPT today, in fact. So you don't really even need to know anything about the code. We can use ChatGPT to create a code and we can put it on your website and it's all going to be custom and bespoke and help you. So you're going to see almost instant improvements in the SEO performance of your website. Let's go. Okay, so you can do this with literally just ChatGPT, a Word doc, and then get this stuff uploaded to your website. You can even do it probably with a free version of ChatGPT or similar LLMs. And I'm going to walk you through exactly what we need to do to create this local business schema and get it implemented on your website step by step. So the prompt. We don't need anything fancy to prompt ChatGPT. We just need to literally ask it to ask us what we need. So I'm just going to write this off the cuff for you. So we need to create local business schema for my business website. Can you help me write the code so it works on WordPress? That's the CMS we're going to show you how to use today. We need to go a little bit further than this because otherwise it's just going to write sort of generic code. The next thing we're going to do, I'm going to ask it to ask me questions about my business so that I can answer those questions and then it can build this code based on my answers of my questions. So can you ask me questions about my business for me to answer, and then you can write the schema markup based on. So really simple prompt, just thinking off the top of my head. There we go. Sure, I'll ask you some questions about your business. Then I'll generate a local business schema, JSON, LD format, so you can use it on your WordPress website. Great. So basically what it's done here is got a list of questions that we need to answer for it to write this code. And what I like to do to make it really easy is just bang it in a Word document and off we go. We can start answering these questions. So literally do that, get them in a Word document and answer the questions. I'm going to do this now live for you so you can see, but these are pretty obvious. I'm not going to sit here and tell you how to answer questions. So once you've answered these questions, literally just go and copy and paste everything and head back to ChatGPT. We're literally just going to copy paste that information in there. You notice I've also gone in, I decided to add a social media profiles in there so it can include social media profiles in this code, and went and found a link to the Google Map pin location as well so it can add just a little bit more information. There's so much stuff you can add in, but really the main stuff it had got pretty correct already for ChatGPT. And boom, here we go. It's gone and written this code out, which is great. You can see, okay, we can go through it and you can start to understand. You can see the script type, what sort of code it is, schema.org, which is a great site as well while we're here. If you go to schema.org, you can read up all about this and you can see all the different types of schema and how to implement them and the organization. You can see here local business, which is what we're offering here, and all the different things that you could actually include in this code to sort of define your business, whether it's like, okay, I've got an overarching organization and this is a different department of that organization. Ethics policies, you've got returns policies, knows about the location, the logo, the products and services you offer. Like there's so much rich stuff that you can put in here. But a lot of the time it's kind of overkill for a lot of businesses, especially if you're not in a super competitive industry. So we've got like the name of the company that we can use. We've got the logo or the main image of the company, the website address, phone number, postal address, opening hours, the price range. We've got same as, which is like links to social media profiles, and the Google map listing, which we could actually change that. Just a little technical tweak here. We could say, can we make this as map, which is just a little technical thing that I like to do, which actually, rather than the way I'd written it, I just want to tweak it a little bit. But for most things, it could work either way. And we've also got the different services that this company provides: solar panel installation, solar panel cleaning, bird proofing for solar panels. This is great. This is pretty in-depth stuff. I mean, you can go deeper and deeper. You can put geolocations and all sorts of stuff. But this is a great way to get you going, and just get the bulk of local business schema written and put on your website. So once we've got this code, we want to test it before we add it to our website. So there's also a tool called Schema Validator, which is from this same schema.org website. And so we can take any website URL, put it in there and see what schema markup, what structured data it's coded into there. But at the moment we want to check R1, and because it's not on a website, we want to use the code snippet feature. So we want to just literally copy and paste that in there and run test. And straight away you can see it's worked, but it's picked up some errors. And so we can see that it doesn't like the service provided. The property service provided is not recognizable by schema for an object type local business. Okay, so basically we can use ChatGPT as well to debug this, because it didn't quite get it right. And you might find this doesn't happen. You might find it does. So we can say I tested the schema and it had these errors. Can you fix them, please? So it's realized it used service provider, which is not a valid thing or a valid property for local business, and it needs to be makes offer. So it needs to sort of have the service you offer rather than just the service, and that offer that you make is a type of service, basically, is what it's trying to say. So that's kind of debugged that for you and edited it. So we can test that again. Let's hope it works this time. This is great to do before you bung this stuff on your website, obviously, because you don't want it on there with errors. So great, we can see that it's actually gone and created this schema markup. There's 0 errors, 0 warnings. Great. So in all intents and purposes, this is ready to use, right? This is actually usable on a website code that you have created but not written. You don't really need to understand too much more about it, as long as it's all error-free and no warnings and stuff. And you've double-checked that the information is correct, but it should be, because that's the information you've given ChatGPT. You've not just asked it to write it for your business and it's made it up. Like, make the effort to go and actually make sure you've input the right answers to the question. So what do we do with it now? Okay, so we've got it in ChatGPT. We're going to make sure we copy it again, make sure we've got the right code, and we're going to go over to the back end of our website, our content management system. In this aspect, we're going to use WordPress, and I'll show you how to install it on WordPress as well. And what I like to do, basically, you need to take this code and it needs to go on the home page of your business website. You don't want to really put it on every single page. This is the main information about your business. So put it on your homepage, and it's going to go in what's called the head tags of your homepage. And this is code that you won't see and that none of your visitors will see, but search engines will be able to read it. And we can use a quick plugin to make this happen. So you can search for insert head code on WordPress and I like to use this header and footer scripts. Install that, and that'll install, and then obviously activate it. If you know how to use WordPress, this will be real simple stuff for you. And then in settings, you'll see header and footer scripts, and that's going to give you the ability to add this head code and footer code site-wide on every page, which is great if you're adding Google Analytics codes or things like that, or site-wide tracking stuff. But what we actually want to do is we want to go into our all pages, and we want to find our home page and just go in and edit that page. Scroll to the bottom where your plugin sections is, and you'll see this insert to head script, insert script to head. So this is the code area that we want to put this schema markup in. So we're literally just going to copy and paste it and put it into there. Hit save, and now we can grab this page of the website that we've just installed this code on, which should be usually our home page. Unless you've got multiple business locations, you might have several different businesses running under one organization. That's a slightly different tweak to the code we want to run. If you need help with that, you'll have to have an organization with different departments in it. Shoot me a message in the comments, and I can help you with that sort of stuff as well, with multi-layered schema markup, basically. So now we've got it actually live on our website. We can go back to this validator schema.org, bang the website URL or the page URL into the fetch URL bit of the tool, run test, and hopefully, boom, we can see straight away on this page it comes out with local business schema, and you can see it's running on the page properly. Again, it's just like we tested it, 0 error, 0 warning. You can see that now live on that page that we just tested. It's all running and ready for search engines to latch onto and start understanding your business a little bit more and improving your rankings. It's that simple.